It says we're live.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. We're the brothers of Great Millstone, Miami. Here another week, man, fellowshipping. And, before we turn the camera on, man, all that could be talked about was prophecy. All right, because, hey, we are here, man. It ain't no turning back, man. Scriptures say the plagues are sent upon you, and who can turn them back? All right, we are here, man. We don't got much longer here. All the prophecies that through the Spirit, the apostles and others have been bringing out, for the longest are happening, man. Whether you want to talk about Egyptian versus Egyptian, civil unrest, sedition amongst men, famine. Our brothers were talking about the mark of the beast system. All of it's happening in our lifetime, man. We do not have much much time left here, man. All right, so the spirit should be, of course, on fire and excited to see that the Lord is bringing His word to pass, man. I do want to start with the scripture here, Habakkuk chapter 2. Anybody already have that? Yeah. All right, Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and will set me upon the tower and will watch to see what He will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am approved. And the Lord answered and said unto me, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Okay, so the Lord has had us out there for years, prophesying, watching to see what the prophecies are in the earth taking place, and we see them unfolding, man. All right, we're not in a time of things going back to normal. Things are not going back to normal. Things are not going back to the pre-2020 era.
That's right.
Okay? Things are not slowing down. Okay? Things are not taking a while. You had niggas talking about we could be here for another 1,000 years, 50 years. Is that what the fuck we see taking place in our earth right now? The Lord is coming back quickly, man. Our scriptures say our salvation is nearer than what we believe.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead, brothers.
All right, so this is 2 Peter chapter 1, in verse 19, and it says, "We have also more sure word of prophecy, whereunto you ye do well that you take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day arise in your hearts, knowing this first that no prophecy is of knowing this first that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation." And as Cap Lloyd was saying, and we have a sure word of prophecy, man. Seeing at the times that we're in, now it's getting real lively, man. Sure. All right, and we living in some great times. Prophecy popping off, like popcorn. Right. All right.
I was just backing up what Cap said, the book of Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now it's high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. Right? And these things that are happening on the earth right now are all tokens of our salvation, man. These are signs that the Lord is coming back soon to pass judgment on this place for the controversy of Zion.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1. I started verse 1. It says, "The revelation of Yahweh Shal Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John." So the truth say the things that's shortly coming to pass, man. Reading the times of the book of Revelation, really the prophecies of that the Lord spoke of before He returned is happening, and we're seeing it right now play out, man.
Yeah. And how you know that shit is getting ready to hit the fan is look, there's a time where prophecies are spoken, and then there's a time where prophecies happen. Okay, we are coming into a time. We are really in a time where the prophecies are happening. We don't really got much time. It could be any week that it could be the last week it can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any week, any day now could be the last day it can.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's really where we are right now. It's that serious, It may sound crazy, damn, how could we say that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for years. You could kind of almost not imagine,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, this is our life.
Yeah,
But it's just
the norm.
it's just the reality.
Yeah.
The reality is that we're in a time where the prophecies are coming to pass.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, you had a time where Noah was out there prophesying about the flood.
Mm-hmm.
had a time where it started raining and his ass was in the ark.
Yep.
You understand? So we don't got, like the scriptures talk about the famine of the word. Bring it out, man. We are close,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
Really, really close, man. And the days are speeding up.
Yeah. They're speeding up fast.
Now it's time to repent.
We're going into October now.
Already.
And we're going into 2026. This is what it looks like. We're going, you know, it's of the Lord. You know, it's of the Lord.
Right. And look, DJ Trump, man. Okay, that guy there.
Did a great job. Awesome job.
Oh, great job.
Bro, he ain't even been in office for a year yet. He ain't been back in office for a year yet, bro. And he doing all of this. All this is happening in this second term of his, man. A year ain't went by yet, man. So good. That's going to show you what the mentality of the elites, the mentality of the upper class Edomites that really run the society. Move quick, fast. Why? Because they know they got for the short time. They know they got for the short time. So what the fuck that mean for us?
Right.
We don't got much time left here, man.
Yep.
All right. It could be next year. But, you know, beheadings going on.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
It could be it could really be next year. Like, you know, civil war just popping off. Jacob's Trouble. Full speed ahead, like we really, it's really like that right now.
It's becoming now the new norm to talk about public executions.
Yeah,
that's becoming the normal of dialogue amongst the American society. Bring back public executions. That goes according to the beheadings. But
Trump, he just signed that the left part of Antifa is a terrorist group.
There you go. So there you go. So like the elder was saying, hey, we ain't gonna be teaching much longer on the streets because when the shit hits the fan, we ain't gonna be out there telling you to repent, and the Lord is gonna move us away, all right, and protect us and our family, man. That's what the scriptures say.
No more talking is action.
Yeah, exactly. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, which that's coming too.
Right.
Get ready. Okay.
That's really already here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
prices of everything going up.
I'm glad you said that.
Shrinkflation.
That's the reason why the Federal Reserve had to lower the interest rate. Because they had no choice. It was stagflation. Cost of living was going up, and there was more people applying for unemployment. All right. It broke a record. It said a 4-year high. So what was happening 4 years ago? The pandemic. We're not in a pandemic, but 4-year high? Oh yeah, this shit going down.
Right.
So cost of living going up, famine, lack of bread, lack of water. I'm glad you said that.
Slocket, 4-year high. So this is worse than back when the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It's breaking records.
People are worse off now than during the global pandemic.
Yeah, bro. No, they have to recalibrate the unemployment numbers. It went from millions to 911,000. Remember the article I sent y'all? Which that goes to show you 911. If you the elites are into numerology, so if you take away the zeros, it's 911. Which they know this shit's about to crash. And they know it. It's all a ritual. But yeah, it goes to show you this economy's screwed. That's why Jerome Powell had to lower the interest rates. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And that's coming. Okay? And we clearly see it. Us here, the prophets, serving Yahweh Bashim in truth and sincerity. We see the famine word coming, man. All right? The Lord gave us the vision. He put us on game. Like Mark always says, the Lord always put us on game.
Bro, we've been speaking in code for like 5+ years now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, dead ass.
And then like straight up, and then right when we start thinking like, okay, we can just start talking a little bit more freely now. Something happens. We gotta go back to talking in code so that videos don't get taken down or some shit happen, man. Now you got the whole iCarly situation going on.
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't, we can't say certain shit now, man. and they're coming after people who got certain talking points, man.
Right,
Everything's now deemed hate speech.
Right,
Yep.
right.
You know,
Yep.
it's a lot of things that we speak about that is complete. It's everything we speak about is really against this world, man.
Yeah.
Like against Esau's NWO. You think this Bible's not going to be outlawed?
Yeah.
Right.
It is. This Bible's going to be outlawed. What we doing out there on the streets, we've been doing for years, is going to be outlawed. We're going to be considered tier terrorist.
Mhm.
Okay. You know, and we ain't gonna be able to post stuff up on YouTube, man. It's going down, man.
Censorship.
Okay, censorship. It's
They
going
just-
down big time.
They just took Jimmy Kimmel off the air indefinitely over comments that he made about the situation. He didn't even really say nothing about Carly Hurt. It was really about Trump. You know, he was joking at Trump. It was, you know, and they took him off.
Yeah.
So that's the times that we coming into because those JJs over there, they coming full force with what they want.
Yeah.
With this new world order and all these different things, they ready to go, man.
Mhm.
You know, that's why Netanyahu has been in America in front of the Congress saying, let's do this. Come on, help. Let's go and get these enemies. Let's go and get them. Because they want to hurry up with their Zionism and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, his,
I got a little bit.
What them, the JJ said? They said the biggest threat to the state of Amalek is young black Americans, bro. Why? Because Jake is waking up, man. And what the scriptures say? Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, man.
how are we a threat?
Right.
Because, well,
We know the truth.
light is a threat to darkness.
Right,
Truth
right,
is a threat to wickedness.
But I
You
see
know
where
what
you're
I'm
coming from, Vermont, because really, Jake's a threat to Jake. All right? Like, Jake be killing each other, man. Those YNs, man. So y'all Edomites kill each other. That's who the biggest threat is. Edomites, all right, against Edomites. But we understand, like Elder said, because we bring out the truth.
Yep.
All right, especially Judah. Judah was the forefront to bring out who the Israelites are.
Right.
All right, which woke up all the tribes. Now they can't stop it.
Right.
All right.
Really, out of all the tribes, Judah know they Israel more than all the other
Yeah.
tribes.
Yeah.
You know, even if they don't believe,
Yep.
you know, Judah been known about this truth for a long ass time, bro.
In the 60s, you know. So got a little bit more, cause hey, to you window shoppers out there, Amos chapter 8 verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it. Right, that's you Jakes that were playing games with this truth, or you heard about the Hebrew Israelites, but you didn't take it seriously. You still wanted to try to make it in Babylon, which clearly it's decaying right before your very eyes.
Right.
We just talked about the economy, right? Look at the mindset of the people, behavior of these people. They're not civilized. These people are animals. All right. So you're going to be the one asked out when you see that you can't feed your family. You want to know what the hell to do, because we ready. The Lord already been had this word come out. All right, and now he's like, it's time to shut it down. 13. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Right, talking about, all right, the wisdom and understanding of these scriptures. You're not going to know what to do. All right, and then that's when it's going to be bad for you. And a lot of y'all are going to try to off yourselves, and all right, and you're going to think you're going to be rah-rah trying to go against Esau's military and his drones, and you're going to get droned to death. You Jakes, man, you have no idea what's coming, man. That's why you must fear the Lord and serve the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's it.
I'm on out about you. Got something, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, real quick.
I know you got 7 precepts. Real quick.
Hey, the scripture speaks about how the word of the Lord is precious, and most people don't realize how precious this word is.
Right,
But they're gonna realize that when this window is closed and they don't have the understanding of what's going on around them. Isaiah 24:11 it says there is a cry. Like it says there is a crying for wine in the streets. Like the brother was just talking about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what it's speaking about. All right, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In that time, you will know that if you're in the right state of mind, the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. If the Lord is not working with you, you're going to be asked out in that time, man. Because it's going to be a very dark time. Everything is going to be real graphic at that time. So that's not going to be, you don't want to be in that state of mind. That's why you got to get rooted in the word and get this word now while you have liberty to do so. You see? Yeah, Brother Samuel.
God, it was scripture say the mirth of the land is gone.
Yeah.
Where's the mirth at? Ain't no mirth going on. But see, again, that goes to show you that we are really here, man. Okay? That's really not even a future prophecy. The mirth of the land is gone, bro. It's dead, man. All right, people trying to find a way to escape, drink, party. That shit ain't working no more, man. Everybody feels just that grim, gloom just hanging in the air over. Everybody feels that shit, man. Okay?
This is the land of darkness, man.
Wait, Ezekiel 33, it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. Brother Samaki was going in earlier. Look, any day we could be off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Any day. And what we gonna be out there to tell you that shit is popping off? You can see your fucking self then. And that time is coming, man. They're gonna know that the prophets, the men of Great Millstone, was telling the truth. Because shit is about to go crazy. This has just been the beginning of sorrows. But now it's gonna amp up totally, man.
Mark, Elder, remember we had the signs about the martial law signs and the police state with the guy with the gun?
Yep.
Right? Remember that?
Yep.
They were calling us conspiracy theorists. Now look, Trump's sending the National Guard through every major city.
Right.
And it's still happening. Trump's still sending National Guard.
To the slums.
To the slums.
Memphis,
To the
Baltimore,
crime.
Chicago.
Yep. Right. And they're getting ready for an economic collapse. They know Jake's gonna wild out. When the jobs there's no jobs. They're gonna what's Jake gonna do? They're gonna take it to the streets.
Right. No more government assistance.
Yep.
All those things are being taken away from Jake. The teats, the dainties are being taken away. Jake, he responds to his stomach. If his stomach is not where it needs to be, he's going haywire, man.
Right. They're going to be trying to siege Jake. Really, a lot of that is just really trying to provoke Jake because Jake has been down and struggling forever. So it's going to take a lot to get Jake to that point. So they're really just trying to put the squeeze on Jake harder and harder until Jake finally riles up and, get provoked. Whereas these regular Edomites, they ready for the smoke now. They stay ready for the
They
smoke.
about to blow up.
Hey, because they see the kingdom being taken away.
You said you can get to Jake by his stomach.
Yeah.
If Jake is hungry,
No.
we want McDonald's and Wendy's, then Jake gonna get live.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's coming. It's coming.
You can't get Kool-Aid no more.
See, Esau is riled up.
Yeah, he's
Trying
right.
to say Egyptians versus Egyptians, man. These everyday Edomites, they getting riled up more and more and more.
Yeah.
You could be at your job and hear an Edomite talking to another Edomite about how bad this fucking country is.
Yeah.
And they're seeing their 250 legislators go over there, Democrats and Republicans. We're talking about 50 states and Israel. Yeah. They see that shit, and that shit riling them up.
You saw that 50 states and one Israel.
Yeah, 50 states and one.
Nasty work. And it was based on the boycotting and not doing business with Israel, the
I'm
JJs.
trying to find that.
Because that's what it's all about. Because the Edomites here in America are waking up. They know America is being ran by these JJs, these 1948ers.
Yeah.
So hey, that's why they got the call. Hey, come to our land, all right, and we're gonna write out a policy where none of your people in America, all right, your fellow Edomite neighbors can stop doing business with us, because that was the whole thing. They do not want these Edomites to boycott them, to stop investing in the statehood of the JJs or do business with them. So that's what this legislation. So you're gonna tell now an Edomite who we can and cannot do business with. That's not, this is civil war gonna come just for that alone, man. You here it is. You fucking Edomites that run the government. You lost control. You don't have control because the Lord. If you could get Isaiah chapter 19, the Lord had put a perverse spirit in Egypt, man. All right, Isaiah 19. You can start at Egyptian against Israel as you first.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 12, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
Right, it's going to be over these damn JJs. That whole legislation thing was nasty work. Here it is. These blue and red team are divided here. They can't get shit done to fix this country. But man, when it comes to dealing with the statehood of the JJs, both blue and red team, Democrats, Republicans are in one unison. That's you gonna get your civil war out of that.
Right.
You're gonna get your civil war out of that.
Right. Which guess what? The JJs want that.
Yep.
They want you Edomites to tear each other to shreds, man. Because they at least are not trying to plan to bring all you motherfuckers into the world order.
No.
All right, and they want you. And guess what? Guess which people gonna get caught up in the middle of that?
Jake
That's gonna take care of two birds with one stone. Okay. I'm gonna go down to verse 14. It says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit."
Right. So you trying, all right, to be kumbaya, you know, you politicians here in America, kumbaya with them JJs, that's still not going to stop, all right, this country from tearing itself apart, man. A house divided cannot stand. You clearly see that, man.
I got that in a bill, HR 867, IGO. This bill expands an existing anti-boycott law to include certain boycotts imposed by international government organizations. Current law forbids various actions by U.S. persons, individuals, or entities in relation to boycott imposed by foreign governments on the country which is friendly to the United States, Israel, and that is not itself the object of U.S. boycott. This bill applies those prohibitions to similar boycotts imposed by IGOS.
Yep.
Prohibiting actions include refusing to do business with companies organized under the laws of boycotted countries if the refusal is pursuant to an agreement with or request from the country or IGO opposing the boycott, refusing to employ any U.S. person on the basis of race, religion, sex, or national origin, and 3, furnishing information about whether someone is associated with charitable or fraternal organizations that support the boycotted country. So basically, like you said, you gotta deal with Israel.
You got to, yep.
What happened to free will?
That's gone.
That's gone when they deal with the JJs, huh?
Yeah. They said the hell with the Constitution when it comes to dealing with the JJs. That goes through that Constitution, man.
Yeah, that shit out of it.
That was just a witchcraft, you know, illusion. All right, just to keep you damn Edomites, you know, at bay and talk amongst each other. We got the Constitution, man. They been strict the Constitution from y'all a long time ago, man. All right. Anytime there's a major national emergency like the pandemic, your rights were stripped away. Get into your fucking homes. Put a goddamn mask on. 6 feet deep. Shut the fuck up about the Constitution.
Alright, so this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. I'm reading KJ in NLT. It says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." So America is divided. All right, and it's not going to be able to stand. Just how our kingdom was divided after King Solomon.
Right.
All right, this kingdom was split into 2, northern kingdom, southern kingdom. We fell. There's nothing new. Y'all gonna fail too. You know, this in the NLT, Matthew 12 and 25. Like I said, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, "Any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed." Y'all had a civil war the first time. Now you're gonna have another one, man.
Right.
It says a town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. So this place is not united.
Right. I wanted to say that too because what Marcus just talking about how they saying fuck off with the Constitution and this and that. But guess what? The other side of that is you're gonna have Americans who sticking to that Constitution. Right. That's who's gonna be fighting against them because they know what the Constitution says. If it's a tyrannical government coming, then you're supposed to fight against that. That's what the Constitution says. Well, so that's going to be the other half to that. That's what's going to be the divide.
Yep.
You see, one half saying fuck it, the other half saying no, we sticking to this because this is all we know. Yep. You see,
Just like that movie Civil War, they asked, "Well, I'm American."
Right. What kind of American?
are you?
Right. But see, these, and that's the thing with you patriots, man. you know they've been violating your rights
Yeah.
from the jump. So what's gonna get you to start fucking pulling that trigger? When there's famine, when there's no food, when you Edomites start starving. All right, just along with Jake. That's when y'all gonna end up saying the Constitution is now we gotta. All right, we starving to death because they've been violated the Constitution in front of your eyes, and y'all ain't do shit, man.
Right.
Going to the spirit of our side. Matthew 10 is speaking of the vision. Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. You know, the sword is to divide, also to bring judgment. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, a daughter against his mother, and a daughter-in-law against his mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be of his own household. So the Lord is bringing the vision. That's the spirit that we see.
Hey, if you want to go with the narrative with Captain Kirk, was not the son against his father's and his mother and father's ideology? That's why he went and did what he did, right? He was supposedly on the left side. He was an LGBTQT personnel, but his father was a conservative, you know, right-winger. There you go.
Yeah, that's prophecy.
That's prophecy. There you go.
Yeah, that's what the Lord has put on our spirit to let you know.
Yeah.
All right, this is prophecy.
Yes.
This is the Bible prophecies coming to pass. The words of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai ain't no turning it back.
Right.
No.
That's right.
Okay, it's just the prophecies are marching forward, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got something, brother?
Yeah.
You got any y'all brothers? You got some good part?
No, I ain't got it.
Okay.
Why, you got something?
Yeah. I don't know if you brought out 2nd Ezra 15, no?
I was holding it, but you can bring it out.
I just read for you.
Okay.
This book is 2nd Ezra. Where you want me to start from 14?
Yeah, start at 14.
This book is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
And that's happening all over the world, man. People rising up against the government, civil unrest, division. That's a spirit that has overtaken the planet Earth.
Yeah.
All right. Last week we were talking about the protest tracker, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a protest tracker. You can actually look this up online. It's a protest tracker that's going to track all the protests that's taking place all over the world.
Yes, sir.
Different seditions and uprisings and insurrections taking place globally. Okay. Nepal.
Oh,
A
yeah.
couple of years ago, Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
January 6th.
Yo, in Nepal, they getting it in. They burning down the government buildings, bro. They taking it straight to the government, bro. They about that life. I don't know what you Americans are doing.
Oh, it's gonna be nasty here in America.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worse in America than anywhere else, really.
Yep.
Go ahead. Do you have a quick preset? Bring it up.
That's the book of Isaiah 19 and 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians."
Oh, you just brought that up.
Oh, come.
Bring it up.
"And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." I guess this is something that's real at the forefront. You know, like the Lord's about to set you these Egyptians against Egyptians. Before our eyes, and we're going to see it.
You see it. Yeah, that's what the scripture says, man, that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah.
You know, because we know when we see that, we know what that means for us. They finally against each other's throats. We know that there's only a downfall from there. Because that proves the scriptures is correct, man, because it happened to us. When we split as a people, that was our downfall.
That's right.
Yep.
So now we see it happening to them. We sure know it's that downfall. You know?
Right. And just to add insult to injury, while you clowns are at each other's necks, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea are licking their lips. And they're going to fuel this civil war because it needs to be funded, right? Who's going to fund it? Who's going to fund against the government? All right? Your enemies across the pond, okay? That's how a kingdom gets taken down, all right? And that's the will of the Lord.
Why?
2nd Ezra 15 and 17 says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
Right. So there's going to be a few ways that happen. With martial law, they already got the troops in place. Okay. But then also it's going to be a certain cities and like different trash all up in the streets, no light, no electricity, violence everywhere. You think you're gonna be able to walk from one side of the city to the other? Hell to the no, man. This is gonna be too dangerous, man. Okay, it's gonna get that bad, man.
Remember, they got a snippet of that during the Royal Crown. Remember, certain parts of New York you couldn't leave to go to travel through like that. They started to lock down the roads and stuff like that.
They were doing it to us down here. They said we couldn't go from county to county.
Right.
They had the state troopers at the exits. Remember that?
Yeah.
Curfews. Yeah.
Second Ezra 50:19, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation."
Yeah, so it's gonna get that bad, man. Famine is gonna be a big thing that leads to a lot of this craziness that's getting ready to happen. That's why when you read even before that, the verse 14, it talks about how the Lord's gonna be plaguing the crops. Right, their seed shall fail. Right, we see that with different diseases, pestilences, that's affecting the crops, different weather catastrophes, storms, blizzards, and shit like that, droughts, out of season rain. That's been going on for not a couple years, decades. It's been bad, bro. I remember that 2017. It was like hurricane after hurricane. 2018 it was wildfires, storms, blizzards. 2019 same shit, and this was happening worldwide, man. But especially here in Babylon, was getting rocked, man. Babylon has been getting rocked with these different weather catastrophes for at least a decade, man. Okay, and then now you got it too. Not even just that. Now you got ain't no fucking northern tribe out there picking the fruit or anything like that.
I was just looking at it.
So that's leading to spoil and rot. So that's leading to famine. Then you got tariffs.
Farmers suffering from tariffs.
Farmers suffering, bro.
Suicide too?
Hey, man.
Look. 2 days ago, look at this. You can't even make this stuff up. 2 days ago, CNBC, how tariffs are impacting farmers in America's heartland. This is an article hot off the press. It says President Donald Trump has made harsher trade policies a tenet of his first months back in office and is trickling down to the U.S. farmers. Some have been devastated, while others are unexpectedly thriving. Right, those that the government is funding, and those are those GMO poison. That's fucking up people's health and giving them cancer. Because like you say, these elites, the rulers of America, they don't like you people. They don't like you. They'll kill you off instantly. They don't even like their own people. So you Edomites, you're on the chopping block too.
Yeah, that's part of their agenda. Remember that's on the Georgia Guidestone. The BT humanity and the 500 million. That's they write that.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. Listen to what this farmer said. Soybean farmer Todd Western III, Edomite, said tariffs are just the latest in an already volatile business. Quote, "We worry about drought. We worry about pricing. This tariff is just another thing we have to worry about." Man, this place is done.
That's exactly what the scriptures talk about, man.
And
That is.
Go ahead, brother. No, I'm saying that alone is causing these farmers to commit suicide, man.
Yeah.
I
remember, Elder Vermont, many years ago I brought out an article how they have a suicide hotline for farmers.
Yep.
A suicide hotline for farmers, bro. That shit must be off the hook. They probably put that shit, plug the cord out. We want to take no more calls. Yeah.
Right. Well, the scriptures say in Jeremiah, it says, "Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest," man. So the farmers are being cut off, and it says what? For fear of the oppressing sword, man. You never know, man. A lot of these farmers are probably getting threats from the government, man. Probably being threatened. Their lives literally being threatened. Like, we'll kill your ass.
No more planting.
They told them to burn those crops. The farmers were saying that on TikTok. They were saying that on YouTube. That they were getting notices from the government to burn crops.
Yeah. Or else. Yeah.
Or else.
Hey, get that in Jeremiah, man. Get it.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50 in verse 16. It says, "Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land."
Division.
Division.
You know, the farmer being cut off. Farming is what keeps a society going, man.
Right.
What's the first thing Noah? What the first thing Noah did when he got off the ark? He planted a vineyard. nigga.
Vineyard.
The fuck? That's the backbone of a society, civilization. Scriptures tell you that even the beast and the king are both served by the field, man. You cut off the farmers, bro, that's a wrap, man. When the Lord was plaguing ancient Egypt, boy, he destroyed their crops and their livestock. Lord destroyed their water supply, hit them with different weather catastrophes. That's the same thing happening now, man.
Quick precept.
Because I'm reading NLT. I'm reading the same verse in NLT. These are Jeremiah 50, verse 16. It says, take from Babylon all those who plant crops. Send all the harvesters away.
The harvesters. Oh, so is that why ICE took all the northern tribes away? Guess who was harvesting the crops? Issachar, Zebulon, you know what I'm saying? Benjamin,
This is why
Levi.
now we know why the kick brothers have low views.
You see?
GMS Miami, we give it to you, bro.
It said they gon' Greek it again. I see you. Got you, bitch.
They hate us down here.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 16 in the NLT says, take from Babylon all those who plant crops. Send all the harvesters away. Because of the sword of the enemy, everyone will run away and rush back to their own land.
Bro, they're running away, aren't they? They don't want to show up to the farm to go pick the crops because they're running away from the sword. This is prophecy happening.
It's happening right now.
They have commercials saying to deport yourself.
Yeah.
So we don't have to deport you.
Yeah.
We ain't times.
Yeah, you American Edomites are all fucking retarded, man. Y'all are all stupid motherfuckers, man.
Yep.
You know, they boast about having a high IQ, motherfuckers retarded. Y'all fall for everything. Y'all fall for everything. Y'all government throwing y'all, man. Simple. You know, it's crazy because you got these Edomites that will be like, oh well, the immigrants are taking our jobs. Y'all nigga, y'all don't work those jobs. Edomites do not like to fucking work.
Guess who took over by now?
Yeah.
Point.
Esau
He do
not like working hard. Esau not out there in the sun picking the food.
Hell no.
He not stocking the goods.
Nope.
He not building the roads. He ain't up in the plumbing system.
He ain't working on the roof.
Cleaning up shit. He ain't building shit. It's all Jake doing that shit, man. And so now Jake is being gutted out of these different parts of society. Hey, this shit is about to fucking collapse, man.
That's it.
And guess what? They're gonna replace Jake with fucking robots and start policing you fucking Edomites in America, man. And you Jakes, man.
Yep. Robocops, and they're not gonna like you.
Yeah, you're gonna be on fucking fixed income, bro. It's a wrap, bro. For Babylon, I know you had. I'm sorry. Uriah, you still got that?
Hold on. What? Rawad, you got something?
Yeah, he go 15. Second verse 15.
Well, real quick, it was I put in ChatGPT. It says dependence on foreign farm workers. It says roughly 68% of the U.S. farm work labor force is foreign born.
60%?
68?
68%?
Oh, you're done. You're done.
That's basically that's 70%. Bro,
it makes sense why famine's coming, man. That's when the Civil War is really gonna get started.
Dumbass president.
Yeah. Now he's just a puppet. It's the Amalekites. It's them JJs. They're starving you out. All right, it's them boys. It's them boys. Myron's dumb.
America been going down. It's been going down for years and decades. Really, as the scriptures say, really since this truth started coming out. You know, really since he's claimed that he landed on the freaking moon.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
You know, So now everything's just coming to a head. You Edomites, your pride has deceived thee. You thought that you just finna rule forever with your treachery and all that. You know that everything that you have gotten was off of war and deceit. Y'all know this. Y'all know this, man. That's why y'all be even calling yourselves out, because now it's just a fucking trend. You know, Edomites say how bad America is on TikTok and YouTube and shit. It's really kind of funny. Some of those might be Jake, but still, you know?
Right.
Your tongue falling on yourself.
Right, but see, the only reason, that's why you fucking Edomites, fuck all you pieces. Because the only reason why they're doing this now is because this shit's starting to affect them. But when it was Jake going through it, it was cool.
Bootstraps.
Stop complaining. All right? Get a job. You're just lazy. All right? That's, nah, you're going to feel it. We're going to say, stop complaining.
Right.
Go get another job. Get 3 jobs, like Jake has 3 jobs. Maybe you need a 4th job.
Right. Hey, if you peep all the different accusations that they had put on Jake, all these different stereotypes, guess what? It's coming out that you actually fit the stereotype. They're the lazy ones. They're the thieves. They're the liars. They're the murderers. You know what I'm saying? They're the violent ones. You know, they're the ones that's on drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually the truth gonna come out.
Yeah.
The truth gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right, Amor.
Real quick to back brothers up, Hebrews 12 and 16. Least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Anybody can take that.
Right. That's Esau, man. So-called white man. He's descended from a man named Esau, who is Jacob's twin older brother, and he sold his birthright for a bowl of red pottage. Okay. All right. That's where your people just stem from. Y'all not smart. Y'all violent people. Y'all stupid.
He sold the kingdom of God. He sold immortality. Oh, you stupid.
I sold immortality. Now I'm gonna make that pseudo immortality. NWO. And I'm gonna mix names with machine.
Nigga, you dropped the ball. Your granddaddy Abraham, your daddy Isaac, your mama Rebecca.
And you know, it's good to say if a man, the kingdom is likened unto a treasure, he sold everything for his treasure.
Right.
That nigga sold his treasure for bowls of pottage.
And nigga,
And guess who he blamed for it? He blamed Jake. He blamed Jake. Oh, Jacob supplanted me twice. Nigga, you sold it.
You didn't say yes. You said yo.
Right.
and
But the reason why I'm saying that is because you see the parallel.
Yes.
Esau fucked up. Who you want to blame?
He blamed us. He still blames us.
And before you get that precept, that's Revelation 12. He know that he has but a short time, so on to the world. Because this nigga needs somebody to take out his aggression on, man. His feelings is hurt, man. He being exposed on every front. You know, they killing his Carly Hertz. You know what I'm saying? The JJs, who's an Amalek as well, but still, these American Edomites, they don't identify with being that. You know, the Amalek taking out all your shit. You know, so they finna come down with great wrath, and that's another thing we've been telling you niggas, man. We telling you niggas, this Edomite is about to lose his shit because he's losing all of his shit.
Right. So you better come to the Lord so you can protect it.
Right.
He's like you say, he's losing all his comfort. When he loses his comfort, he starts bugging out.
Right. He gonna revert back to his natural instinct. Just kill, slaughter.
Right.
Shit.
But unfortunately, to see what's fucked up with him is that not only is he seeing, extraterrestrial objects the size of planets, that's on one level. But he's trying to tap into portals, look into the future. He's seeing destruction.
You probably see himself in chains.
Then on top of that, all his allies don't like him anymore, and they all have the same nuclear capabilities that he got. So now so you coming down like trying to be big bad Esau, that shit ain't gonna work like how it worked 700 years ago. 700 years ago, you was able to come down on earth like big bad Esau and whip everybody into shape. Now, it ain't going down like that, bro. Now everybody gonna turn against you and blow your ass off the map.
Hey, Cap, quick one, Bucket Shot, just quick one.
What's up, bro?
Job 21 and 17.
Oh, shit.
How oft is a candle of the wicked put out? and out of cometh his destruction upon them. The Most High distributeth sorrow in his anger. So the Lord is blowing out Esau's wisdom, man.
Yep.
All right? All your lies, all your trickery is being exposed, man. All right?
Now his deception is not working.
Right.
He's gonna lean back to his sword.
And you said America's allies, right? This is hot off the press, Business Insider. It says, "Oh, Canada, Americans and their business miss their neighbors up north. Vermont and other border states have seen a sharp decline in Canadian tourists due to political tensions."
Damn.
Okay, some Canadians don't want to return or spend money in the U.S. until things settle down. It ain't gonna settle down. No allies don't like your ass.
Oh, that's not good because a lot of those Canadians, they got money.
Yeah.
They come down during the winter time to spend money.
They come down soon, like
Snowbirds.
Oh,
It's gonna hurt the economy.
Yep.
You got Canadians selling their houses, man.
Yep.
They don't want them to do it America no more.
Like the elder said, even your allies don't like you.
Even Vegas is empty. Don't have tourists like that. All right, you got this guy, this artist, Bad Bunny. He supposed to do a tour, but he said he ain't bringing a tour to America because it's mostly Spanish people. If he come to and do those type of shows, the ICE can be grabbing the people because they know that it's a Hispanic show. So they losing money on all fronts, bro. They're losing. They're not winning. They're losing. America through, bro.
But why? You still got more on that?
Yeah, a little bit more.
You got a little bit more than you got.
It says different sources estimate around 40 to 70% of farm workers are undocumented. And then it goes to labor shortages and crop losses. It says there are reports of crops being left unharvested, rotting in the fields in certain regions. It says due to labor shortages tied to immigration, enforcement, and raids. It says, for an example, in Oxford, California, one study estimated that a 20 to 40% reduction in the farm force was triggered by ICE raids, led to 3 to 7 billion in crop losses.
3 to 7 billion worth of money, worth of crop. 3 to 7 billion dollars.
Billions, bro.
Man, you Edomites are stupid, bro.
Right. They're losing.
You're taking L's on every front, man.
Look what just happened the other day with the South Koreans, with that Georgia plant.
Right.
They pull out. They're not dealing with that Hyundai place anymore. Oh no.
Hey, when the scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but she can't be healed, this is it. This is it. Can't be healed. We ain't gonna be teaching much longer, man. This ain't, nah, man.
Real quick, a preset.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 31 and 3. It's the book of Deuteronomy 30. And starting at verse 6, it says, "And the Lord thy power will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and upon them that hate thee, which persecute thee." And this is exactly what we're seeing now, man. We've been downtrodden so long in fucking Babylon, right? Now the Lord is now putting these things that we're going through, he's putting it on our enemies, man.
And he's having evil eye towards your brother.
Yes.
All that, right.
Well, like the scriptures say, they help for the affliction, right? And now it's time, man. Like our beloved late brother Carabo said, you kicked us while we were down, man. For a long time. You gotta pay for that.
We here to let you know the curses are real.
Yeah.
Your last 1,000 years is gonna be your first 1,000 years. Esau.
It ain't gonna be no dream, but
Another one, Bubba Shop. Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And he that rolleth a stone, it shall return upon him. And I'm reading NLT too. If you set a trap for others, you will get caught in it yourself. If you roll a boulder down on others, it will crush you instead.
we seen that with him. I almost said him alone. we seen that with him when he was trying to set Jacob to get taken out the game, man.
Right.
Filling those gallows up, and he and his whole family end up being on them gallows.
Real quick to back those brothers up. Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and deal treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, shall deal treacherously with thee.
Right. So it's gonna come a time when this destruction really comes to its fever pitch, that these Edomites gonna be trying to placate, you know what I'm saying, and trying to beg for mercy from Jake and from everybody. And then Luke's gonna go to flying on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I always make the analogy, you motherfucker, you gonna have Edomite women on going live on the internet, on TikTok, on Instagram, begging Russian out to lob the nukes on their ass. You know, I got a little baby Timmy, a little baby Rachel. Please don't shoot him, and they gonna be flying on your ass, man.
Yeah.
They
And
not
you got,
gonna care, man.
because look, you got people, I just saw this today. You got women in Palestine making videos with their babies in their hands, like, please share this, please share this. You think they give a fuck? They still dropping them bombs over there and shit.
I got some breaking news. Pertaining
1
to
minute, Salaki, 1 minute, a couple minutes warning.
Yeah, they
Right.
like go and everybody dropping shit out the floor.
Yeah.
It's been doctors are supposed to be
Right.
saying that they just been just hitting babies in the head, target practice.
I mean, you see the prophet you saw too. Them small hatters going around talking about, oh, we feel bad because the Palestinians are forcing us to kill their babies.
What the
Yeah.
But I got something about those nukes, right? This is from the Moscow Times. Russia and Belarus stage simulated nuclear strikes during a Zapad 2025 war games. So right now, Russia and Belarus, all right, are having a nuclear, all right, war game, and they're staging it. Basically, all right, doing a training. If there was nuclear war, what would they do? Bro, it's coming. It's coming. They're not doing this for no reason, all right? Because it's time. The will of the Lord, the prophecies have to be fulfilled. That's what we've been saying from the beginning. The prophecies have to be fulfilled. Everything we've been preaching on the highways and byways has to come to pass. But this is the will of the Lord. All right? He declared an end from the beginning. You can't stop this. You got to have to eat all of it. Just want to throw it out. That's breaking news right there.
Well, if you simulate a nuclear strike, that means you plan on using them shit.
Yep, that's it.
We've been telling folks this. You remember Russia did the drill with all their citizens?
Yeah. Oh,
That costs money to do. Time. That's not a fucking fake shit. It's just you stupid ass Americans.
Wasn't it a few years ago they did a simulated strike on Florida?
Yeah, we did lessons on
Yeah,
that.
we did lessons on that.
Because why they hit Tampa? Because that's where all the generals and the high-ranking officers of that oversee Euro Command and Central Command.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Florida, Tampa mainly it's gonna be a first strike. That's the first part to get hit with a nuke. You got to kill all those generals. That you got to kill the intelligence of the military.
And not too long ago,
Fucking Americans are dumb.
not too long ago, Russia had a submarine that was coming on the coast of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Without Florida, not Florida, but the coast of I think California. I think off the coast of Florida too, and they were undetected.
Yeah.
That means they're just going around, trying out what they can do, see how close they can get. You know what I'm saying? Trying out their new weapons. Yep.
It's coming. The prophecies are speaking.
It's Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the prophets are here. The scripture said the spirit of the prophets subject to the prophets. Doing the same thing, prophesying against this kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. He saw his whole rulership as a whole. War, which that's what we want to do. Evil, bad times, and pestilence, man. There's nothing new on the sun. The prophets are back telling you that this place going down.
Right. Hey, shoot. Matthew 13 and 16, it says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them. Because backing up, brothers just brought out, Daniel prophesied against America. That's in Daniel 7. America is in Daniel 7. We shall take down 3 kings before, speak great things before the Most High. The 3 kings that America took down was what? The Spanish, the French, and the British. They speak great things. They change times and they laws, and they wear out the saints of the Most High, been given into their hand. But when you put it together, 350 years, from 1619 being oppressed together to 19 late 60s, to when this truth started to come out, So Daniel prophesied against America. Isaiah did. Jeremiah did. Obadiah did. You know? So bless our eyes, we seen America fall because America's fall is immediately before our rise, man. Immediately before Yahweh shall come back. You know?
The book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, given the NLT, it says, finishing is better than starting, patience is better than pride. In the KJV, it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And, you know, we're the ones who are patiently waiting for Yahweh Shah, you know, to set this thing in place, man. And we know at the end, like it says Esau's the end of the world, the beginning of the world.
And prosperity doesn't forgiveness of affliction. Oh shoot! Once these Edomites go down, they ain't gonna remember to living deliciously.
Yachts.
Right.
On vacation in Dubai.
They ain't gonna remember it. You know, they just finna catch hell. The Lord got it out for you people, man.
That's right.
Shit. You Edomites deserve it.
Right, that's second Esdras. The second Esdras 6 and verse 7, it says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, and when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that falleth? So Esdras wanted to know what's going to be the end of this rulership and the beginning of the next one. Verse 8 says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau, going to the birth of Esau and Jacob. All right, Esau came out first, red all over like Harry Gomer. Jacob hold his heel, representing how he's going to take him out of rulership. Right? Verse 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So the Edomites, they're here, and they're in there. This is their world, this is their time, their rule, their age. All right? It's about to come to them.
And the saints shall take the kingdom.
I got something real quick because Ramak was just saying how, you know, when these curses really touch Esau, he ain't even remember his riches. You know, it says Ecclesiastes, otherwise known as Sirach chapter 11 and verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So when this great role reversal come on Esau, he gonna be in plenty trouble, man. All this riches, all this fatness of the earth what they got right now, that's gonna be a distant, far memory. Because they're gonna be catching hell. You know? So,
Rich man and Lazarus.
there you go.
You know, Abraham, you know, you talk to Lazarus, you know, dip his hand, you know, just a drop, just bless his head. God damn.
Yep. Hey, you reap what you sow. All the wicked stuff you did to our people, all right? The scriptures talk about double, all right? So you have to pay, man, and then some, all right? You lied about, okay, our identity. You try to hide who we are, all right? You poison our food, okay? You've created all these pseudoscience against us.
You said the Most High look like you.
Yeah. You said the Most High, you said the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the creator of heaven and earth, looks like you. Come on, man. You have to pay. And you're going to pay, man. All right?
I got a quick one. Psalm 75 and 7. But the Most High is a judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red, and is full of mixture. And he poureth out the same, but the dregs thereof. All the wicked of the earth shall rain them out and drink them. So just like, you know, it wasn't for us to drink of that cup, but we had to drink it. All right, according to Jeremiah 49 and 12, you're going to need to drink that cup. You're going to need to drink double of it. All right, chug, 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 chug. You know, chug that mug, you know.
Got something real quick. You know, Esau, you know, he's the wicked, and he came up against us at every turn. From in the womb, you know, when we came out of Egypt, we couldn't cross, you know, through their land. You know, they troubled us in building. They helped burn the temple. Right. You know, they did all manner of wicked against us, even to this very day. We are behind enemy lines under captivity under them. You know, so this whole time, there's two main characters in the scriptures, Esau and Jacob. Right. You know, so the Lord required that which passed. The Lord ain't gonna let them slide. They're not gonna let them get away. So this is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Right. So anytime, which that's dealing with the time of the Babylonians, but that's a trend of Edomite history since the beginning. Anytime Jacob was getting ready to go down or be going to some affliction or some captivity, Esau was always there, man. Like Shamar always brings out in the book of Judith. Esau was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Esau's always at the forefront of our people catching hell, man.
They put a date on killing all of the Israelites in the Persian Empire, and that was because of fucking Edomite.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Verse 12, it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Right. So that goes to show you that the nation that talks the most shit about Jake is Esau.
Right.
Okay. So think about it. Who's who? Now you gotta start pinning names on people, man. The only people that could be Esau is a so-called white man.
Right. The guy who's making rap videos about lynching.
Yeah. Like that goes to show you that so-called white man's not fucking Japhet, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
It says neither should us. Read that again. Because the Bible's written a certain way for a reason, man. The Bible has tone and you know what I'm saying? Drama. There's a way things are written to give you clues on who the fuck is talking about. Man.
Right.
Go ahead, read it again, bro.
Verse 12, it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Right, so what is this letting me know is that whenever our people are being afflicted and going down and hurt bad, down bad, it's this particular nation that's always opening their mouth, pointing a finger, talking shit, rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers put us on postcards, man.
Yep.
You know? While we were being lynched and our members were being cut off, man. Being castrated, man. With pictures of their dogs smiling. These are regular fucking Edomites, man. Okay? Regular so-called white people. That's not talking about Japhet, man. It's talking about Esau. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity.
Yeah.
Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
Right.
Neither shouldest thou stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Right.
For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
There you go. So who's that talking about? It's talking about the so-called white man. That's Esau. Okay? Anytime he was getting ready to be afflicted or go down, Esau, so-called white man's there. He's always there. Okay? He always picking up the leftovers. Every time we get our shit fucked up, he always collecting the spoils. He's always there, man. Okay? Then you get Jake that might, wiggle their way out the situation. He's always there to add some more affliction. That's talking about the so-called white man, bro. Okay? The so-called white man is Esau Edom. That nigga's not Japhet, yo. Stop saying that shit, man. Stop trying to save this nigga, man. Okay? And the same wickedness that he did to us, all the different affliction, it's coming right back on his ass. And he knows it, man. Deep down, Esau knows that he get ready to go down, man. He fears the fact that the Lord is really raising our people up, man. Okay? The curses are coming off of us and being put on him, man. And he knows that he cannot deal with what he's done to the Lord's people and to the world. He cannot deal with that, man.
Right.
Okay? But guess what? There ain't no escaping it.
Right.
You're going to have to deal with it.
Yo, can I add insult to injury? Because Esau likes to forget about what they did to us in biblical times.
Right.
All right. So let's bring up something modern. All right. This is an article came out last year, but we all remember this. Remember the cop that killed that Jake in his apartment?
Yeah, that white bitch.
That Edomite cop?
Yeah.
Yo, the family is fighting the court saying she can't be released on parole. Let her do her 10 years. They want to release her on parole already. After 5 years, bro. Killing a Jake that was in his apartment. She killed somebody, that was in his own apartment. That was murder. That was murder. All right? Where's the uproar on that? That's why you Edomites are going down so hard. Because you forget like the fucked up shit that you've done to our people. You know, as police officers, as judges, as lawyers,
as doctors,
as
teachers.
All right, and this is one of many articles. Okay, you fucking us over time and time again.
Right.
But yet you want to point the finger at us that we're the mean and nasty. All right, and you're upset that now that Jake's laughing about Captain Kirk. Right. Fuck you, man.
and this is a big offense, man. What Esau has done to the Edomites have done as a nation of people to the 12 tribes of Israel is a very big offense in the sight of the Lord.
Yes.
Okay. One of the first stories in the Bible is the story of Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Murder.
How the fuck did the Lord feel about that shit?
Come on, man.
That's from the beginning, Genesis.
Very beginning.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord put a curse on his ass, man. You know?
And then he cried like a bitch, like you saw.
You know what I'm saying? So that's to let you know the Lord was not. That's why when you read Obadiah, it says, "Thou shouldest not have did this to your brother."
Yeah.
Right? Thou should. Why did you do this to your brother?
Right.
You're not supposed to be doing shit like that, man.
Brotherly covenant.
You know? So that's why this judgment is coming so hard, because you should have fucking known better, man, than to do this to your own brother.
Right. Own brother.
You know, and then you even see it like the nature of Esau. He's the older brother that act like a little ass kid. You know what I'm saying? But then he tried to swing his weight around and then point the finger. Oh, look at what the little brother doing. Nigga, you the one at fault, nigga.
You see that fathers, they be checking the older brother like, you supposed to be the oldest. Why you acting like him? Why you acting like the younger brother?
I got something. Zechariah 11:5. Back it up. Who possess or slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and that sell be and say, "Blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich." Their own shepherds take them not. So that's the mindset of Esau. He don't hold himself accountable. He has no accountability in his bones. All right, so he believes, oh, the Lord is with me. That's why I'm rich, you know. But the Lord didn't forget. You know, the Lord is going to require what you did in the past. All right, it's the beautiful thing of having a father like Yahweh Shai. He didn't forget.
This is Jeremiah 50 in verse 10, and it says, "And child here shall be a spoil, and all that spoil here shall be satisfied, saith the Lord, because you were glad, because you rejoiced, or you destroyers of mine heritage, because ye have grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellowed as bulls." And that's right, man. You know, that's one to Esau Edom, man. Okay, you know, they were rejoicing, at the downfall of our people, man. Okay, y'all got rich off of slavery, off of Jake, man. Okay, and it says your mother shall be sore confounded. Okay, going into Great Britain, she that bear you shall be ashamed. If behold, the hindermost of nations shall be as a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. And it says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at the plagues. That's right, man. Going into the destruction of America. Okay, which Babylon was scripture.
Right. Yep. And that destruction, one of the main reasons that destruction is coming is because of how they treated the Lord's people. And then on top of that, the wickedness that they spread throughout the whole earth, man. And violence and bloodshed, man. When you read all the prophetic scriptures about the destruction of Esau, destruction of Babylon, it always mentions what they did to Jacob. Obadiah, Jeremiah, Isaiah always mentions what you did to Zion, what you did to Israel. Okay, and it's crazy because you got these Edomites, they trying to get rid of the history, but this whole Smithsonian, try to paint America's history as so benevolent and righteous. You know what I'm saying, and take all the bad parts out. But what y'all get ready to do, in these last days, Jacob's trouble and all of that, all these different operations they have against Jake. It's going to be far worse than what y'all did in slavery. So the world is getting ready to see you just be the most bloodiest motherfucker you ever been. From you elites all the way down to you regular Edomites. So y'all really getting ready to earn destruction.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're gonna earn it.
You're not gonna be able to say, oh, it was a long time ago. This motherfucker iCarly just died, and you find niggas getting lynched.
Right.
What the
With
fuck?
no foul plays.
No foul play.
No videos.
You know what I'm saying?
He just decided to just go hang himself on the tree, right?
Right.
No mention of it on me.
No,
in
no
mainstream media.
Right.
Motherfuckers getting lynched. Schools getting shot up.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Threats, bombs. What the fuck? Schools gotta shut down
Yep.
over this nigga iCarly that just got blown away. White man fight back. You know, like, bro. So come on, like we in that time, man. You Edomites about to go buck wild, man, on Jake, man, and that's gonna earn y'all the judgment that the scriptures talk about, man. Okay, and that's the Lord is also gonna lift up a standard, man. You know that too. Of course, we get on our people. Our people need to be dealt with. You know, by divine judgment. But the Lord is gonna lift up a standard for His elect. And hey, even on this side, man, the Lord gonna let elect brothers fucking deal with you motherfuckers, man. You know, because y'all doing too much. Esau be doing too fucking much, man. You need to feel this shit, man.
Now, I was gonna say, look at the majority of the colleges that Esau going after are HBCUs, and who goes to those colleges? Jake.
Right.
Yep.
But you know that's crazy. That remind me, Salaki. That remind me of Maccabees when they said, because you remember Antiochus, he tried to take Egypt and he couldn't.
Oh, he came back.
And he got mad. He came back and he started slaughtering Jake. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as things don't go his way, he's taking out Jake. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that, man. You got Jake that was basically, because you had Israel was basically between, the kingdom of the south, which was Egypt, North Africa, underneath the Ptolemies, and then the kingdom of the north, which was the Seleucid Empire. And Jake got caught in the meat grind of that shit because these two fucking Edomite factions fighting each other, man. So now you got the left versus the right. Guess who's gonna get caught in the middle of that shit? Jake. And you got Jake that's right wing, and you got Jake that's left wing. It don't fucking matter. Again.
Because the Lord coming to get Esau for everything that he has done. He's done a fucking enough. But he's just gonna let him get 2/3 because he is the sword of the Lord. Now, because the Lord is about to fuck these Edomites up right now. You know, it's just that 2/3 gotta get their last ass whooping from the Lord, because how could you reject this truth? You know? And reject the things that we calling out on Esau and knowing everything this man did to you, and you still won't come to this truth. So you're just gonna have to be caught up in their downfall. You know?
They're going down.
Because they going down, man. These Edomites not gonna have a
They're
good time.
crashing out, bro. The FBI just arrested Edomite in North Carolina who threatened to shoot up preschoolers full of Southern Kingdom. Whoa! Breaking news.
Full of niggers.
Yup. So this is the mindset of you Edomites. It's being shown to the
They never stop fucking.
little children. Hey, this is Fox 4. Okay, I didn't write this article.
Right, but doesn't it say in Isaiah 47, does it say, upon the ancient that is very heavily alienated, you didn't have no mercy on the old or the young, Don't scriptures say, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones? This is what y'all do. You do this type shit.
Who brought out Amos chapter 1 verse 11?
Nobody.
Okay,
Bring it out real quick. I know you still holding that.
Slide got some.
Okay.
Book of Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did pursue.
He came after it.
You know what I'm saying? Did pursue. You know what I'm saying? The Bible's worded the way it's worded for a reason. It said you did pursue. You did that.
You ran after
You was pursue. You know what I'm saying? When you got prey, you know what I'm saying? You got a hunter, you got a lion. The lion pursuing the prey. It's intentional, man.
Right.
All
the way to the ends of the earth.
All the way to the ends of the earth, man.
Yep.
You know, I was just reading about the origins of Fort Lauderdale and Fort Myers. That it was all Native American kingdoms and tribes. And they was like, nah, we gotta remove these niggas. And started slaughtering them, bro. Building forts and garrisons to keep them out. And then build a city over their remains. That's fucked up, man.
Yep.
Always always starting some shit, man. You did that shit. This is what the fuck you do. This is your fucking history, man. Go ahead, bro.
Columbus came over here with weapons.
Yep.
He didn't come over here for peace. They came over here with weapons enough to slaughter millions of so-called Native Americans.
With the authority over from the Roman Catholic Church. They were all with it.
Yep.
Okay.
That you niggas
Yep.
cry and fight for.
Yep.
So back to Amos. What?
If I just go back up, Lord, real quick, we was just talking about those different cities in Florida where Esau was destroying our people. In Revelation, in the very last chapter of the book, the 18th chapter of Revelation, well, not the last chapter, Revelation, the last book, it speaks about that. It says, in her, meaning the daughter of Babylon, aka America, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and of all that were slain on the earth.
Quote the correct scripture.
Verse 24.
Yeah.
Revelation 18.
And verse 24, right?
Huh.
The last verse. So yeah, hey man, a lot of our people get put to death on this land, man.
Yes, sir.
That's why their blood got to be shed to cleanse this land.
Yes, that's right.
Now you good, you good. Amos chapter 1, verse 11 again, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
All pity.
He had no pity at all. And you clearly see it now.
Right.
You know?
And that's the spirit of Esau. Jay could be chilling, doing their own thing. It's funny how Esau be like, oh, go back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't want you niggas around. Then Jay just chill somewhere and do their own thing, be prospering. You know, Jake don't need much. They just need a little drink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just need their woman, their kids, some food,
Yep.
some music. Jake don't be on shit.
Because you remember most recently these Edomites was trying to build them a little community full of white people,
Yeah.
Right, all white.
and they was having a outrage on the internet talking about how Jake was complaining, and one of them Edomites like, do you think that us white people would really be bothered by you guys creating your own town? No, we would love you guys to create your community and do things for yourselves. And then the internet blew up on them and was like, come on, bro, we tried. And you niggas bothered us. Like, come on, bro, we were just chilling, bro.
Bro, Esau cannot leave Jake alone, bro. Any aspect of society Jake is in, Esau gotta be there. He gotta oversee. He gotta oversee. He gotta control.
He reminds me of somebody being a warden.
He gotta destroy. You know what I'm saying? He has to do that. It's a matter of power and dominance and survival for them, man. Because they know that Jake will overtake their ass, man. Remember, the Egyptians let Jake have Goshen, and we multiplied more than their ass, man. And they got scared. This is that same spirit back. You know?
Planned Parenthood.
Yep.
In the hood.
In the hood.
Right.
In the hood.
It goes on and says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Never let up.
Never let up.
Hey, what's that movie Emancipation of Will Smith? Well, he had an old ancient Jake working. Jake died of exhaustion. What did Esau do? He put somebody else right in that same thing. He didn't give Jake no breaks, no nothing, man. Jake died and worked till he fucking died, man. Jake worked till he died.
Well, yeah, and let's take it to modern time. This devil keeps devaluing the dollar, creating the cost of living to keep going on. He's putting hell on Jake, because Jake's at the bottom.
But guess what?
And he's still expected Jake to go out and work. Now he wants Jake to have 2, 3 jobs. All right, that's the wrath, bro.
Well, not only that, they keep pushing up the retirement age limit.
Oh, fuck that! Don't even think about that. Don't think about that. That's all I gotta say. Anybody think about retirement as a life? You ain't right there.
Hey, I want to
We're here to
think about this.
think about that shit.
I want to make a quick point because there was an Israelite woman, Southern Kingdom. She died. Her name was a Queen of Cole or some shit.
From overworking.
Bro, she was overworking. She literally posted, "I'm gonna take a nap. I'm tired." She died in her sleep, bro.
That's that rap, forever.
Right.
Harassment. You know?
And how the scripture's fun. The scripture's how it's worded is cold. How you gonna keep your anger forever and tear perpetually, and then you in the wrong?
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga, you been in the wrong the whole time. mad.
That's why the Lord said from the fourth one, I will not turn away my punishment. You're already in the wrong, and then you want to hold your anger, your envy, your jealousy over your brother forever. Nah, I'm gonna fuck you up forever.
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
One more, because it lines back what the elder was saying, like, this is why this place is going to be destroyed. 12, but I will send a fire upon Timon, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. And America, okay, is Basra. Basra's code word for America. So this place is set up for destruction because of what you've done to the children of Israel. All right? That's your judgment. You got, I mean, Jerome, you were holding something.
Oh, go ahead, Slide.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 47, verse 6. Brother Lawyer quoted it. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, so that's a snare to Esau, man. Because Esau was mad, he sold his birthright. You know what I'm saying? Which means that Jacob gonna rule over your ass. Oh, you mad about that? All right, I'm gonna give them over into your hands so they can serve you. Let me see how you treat them.
And what was their mindset? Real quick, Ezekiel 35 and 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations, these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it. Whereas the Lord Yahweh was there. So their whole mindset, we gonna keep these things for ourselves.
Yeah,
they belong to me now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mistreat them. I'm just
Do what
gonna
I
be an
want.
asshole. You know what I'm saying? Do what I want with them.
Touch the apple of his eye.
Yeah, all right. And that's why you're gonna get destroyed because you didn't consider, you know what I'm saying, what the Lord was doing, man. You didn't consider this was just the punishment that the Lord had upon us because we sinned. Okay, the Lord is not with you. The Lord, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, you doing wickedness. You think the Lord ain't finna get your ass? Like the brother, did you read that out earlier? The they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup.
I quoted it. I brought out Psalms where it said, "Rain it up, bring it up."
Yeah. So the scriptures say, "They whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken." What you think gonna happen to your ass? You know what I'm saying? So this is all just Esau's pride that's manifesting, man. Okay.
It says the ancient, the elderly,
Yeah.
and the yoke, oppression.
You mentioned the elderly. It's good to say they shall not reverence old or young.
Hey, brothers, we're coming down to the wire, so whatever last precepts you have.
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 22. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourges our enemies 1,000 times more. To the intent when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Another precept, Lamentations 2 and 16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. You know, Captain Kirk, he able to get on these podcasts and speak about the children of Israel and how we're gang members. And how dare you, Edomite, say anything about Jacob? Like you said at the seat of morality. Like you're good people. You know?
Nasty word.
Y'all the biggest gang members.
Like, for real.
You know, Jake learned that shit from y'all.
Exactly.
And y'all the ones who put that out there, that drug dealer,
Yeah.
cartel and, selling drugs, gang.
Yeah. Remember Prohibition?
Yeah.
Al Capone, that's all you motherfuckers. JJ's and you other Edomites blowing each other back to the spirit world.
The
Ku Klux Klan.
That's
Another one.
Circus Brothers.
The Jewish mafia.
Yeah.
But prior to that, you got Lamech and Tubal Cain. You go into it, they were using weapons to misuse. They was actually building weapons to use them to misuse, man.
And make it jewels.
Right. They can using your shit. Lamech said, "You put me, it touched me is 70. How much forward?
Well, anybody with a sane mind would just know a little bit of history. There would have been no Captain Kirk. Because here it is, he's making points about so-called black people. Anybody that knew anything about history, there was no debating with that.
Right.
You people are bad people.
Right. All you have to do is bring out a couple scriptures on his ass. Go on to you, your house built up out
Exactly.
Right.
And he's a Christian. He was a so-called
Right.
Christian.
It was.
Like,
But into-
come on, man.
In Valhalla. God, holy fucking weirdos.
Vikings. I appreciate my quote is up. I'm reading KJV in the NLT. Habakkuk 2 and verse 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity." That's this place was filled with the blood of the Israelites, man, and established by iniquity, sin upon sin.
Right, and that's what y'all done throughout the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all done this throughout the earth. Okay?
That's how they got it.
So in Europe, Russia, Australia, blood. South Africa, blood. The Middle East, blood. South America, blood. The Caribbean, blood. Canada, blood. Hawaii, blood. Well, Hawaii's in the middle of the Pacific, bro. Damn. How the fuck we get out there? Blood. Damn.
Indian Ocean. Was that Diego? That place, man.
Oh,
We moved
yeah.
all those people from that place.
Yeah.
New Zealand, blood. Damn, bro.
New Zealand? What the fuck?
Giving people on isolated islands pornography.
Yeah.
And
What?
Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah.
And Coca-Cola, man.
Wow, amazing.
I'm jacked up on sugar.
These people in fucking little
Right.
dashikis and
Like-
shit
like
with
Elder-
Starlink.
Like Elder Yashwamba always says, it goes back to their pseudoscience. They think they're superior.
Right.
Oh no, you can't live that way. You have to live the way we live. So you need to assimilate.
Yeah, everything with them is just pure pseudo because
Yeah.
the fact that you even call yourself white, you know, you going off because you know nobody's white and nobody's black.
Yeah.
You know, that's not your biblical lineage. You know.
Yeah.
No, you Esau.
And some of those debates were probably staged anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they have, you know.
Fucking debating college kids. They don't know shit.
Well, that's the spirit. They were saying that the American, the average American doesn't do leisure reading for the past 20 years.
They can't even tell time. If you give them a regular clock, they don't know what time it is.
So,
They don't.
These Edomite young kids are fucking stupid.
They stupid.
They always been stupid
Yeah.
though. They always have, man.
Yeah.
They ain't shit. They just got a system that's set up for them to succeed over Jake,
Yeah, that's
man.
it.
You know, so-called white supremacy.
They got a instructions manual.
Yeah.
Do it this way. Okay. And even then they're fucking that up. Okay.
Right.
What does that word mean?
They got generational wealth. And it ain't much of them. So if they
Where's
uncle
the
die,
drugs?
they getting that money. they ain't got a whole bunch of cousins like Jake do and shit.
Yeah.
They fucking second uncle die, they getting millions of dollars and shit. You know?
But that's just, hey, I'm glad you said that, Ramon, real quickly. You know, I know we're short on time, but most of the wealth that these Edomites have come from their ancestors. They call it a dynasty, okay, old money. All right, most of it is inheritance. Look, Google it. Most of the wealth that's been here in America, they have it, it's broken down. Inheritance, then it's investments, and then it's everybody else. And inheritance takes up most of the pie, man.
Jake don't know nothing about no fucking
Inheritance.
Trust babies,
Right,
man.
Right.
Trust babies, yeah.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth, yeah. And it was set up that way, so yeah.
Yeah, because there's people who own lands and cattle and these stuff, which is the real money.
Yep.
When you got that, you ain't going broke. You got land, all the shit. Your land could possibly have oil underneath that and all that shit.
Oh, Jake was not allowed to have houses and stuff. And even when they were allowed, systematic racism.
Right.
Still to this day.
Red line.
Still do it to this day.
Still do
Mortgage
it to this
companies
day.
Still do it.
Still doing it.
Credit score doesn't fit our.
Or with the same credit profile.
Or yeah, systemic profiling. Because even if the credit score is high, because there's been Jakes that actually put these social experiments to work, where they sign their name as Daquan and their application get rejected, but as soon as they put Tim Smith or some shit like that, they get approved. Man,
Bro,
the same metrics.
You go online trying to get a phone from Verizon or some shit. You put the wrong address.
Oh, your shit declined.
Your shit declined, but if you put it, I done seen it done before, man. You put an address that's close to Edomite, you're gonna get a better rate.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know?
Even when Jake's supposed to get something like Gad or Reuben, when they were supposed to get some benefits, then they had the $5 Indian. They would go in and Esau would go in and take those benefits. Yeah, they come in and pose. They have a thing called the $5 Indian. You can look that up. And they go in there and they take what Jake was supposed to get and run it, bro.
What else? Esau. Esau was pretending to be Indians.
And what's that movie, The Fly Over the Moon? How they used to take their lands and their oil and all that shit, marry them off and kill them and do all that type of shit, bro.
Yeah, they made Haiti pay fucking reparations. You know,
Chase Bank did that.
you know, and then put embargoes on them, cut them off from the world economy, and then and all of the land in Haiti, a lot of that shit is owned by Esau. You know, Esau, Amalek, fucking Ishmael run that shit, man.
Yep.
And then people be wondering why Haiti and the Caribbean is all upside fucking down. It's because Esau, Amalek, and Ishmael's running that shit, man, keeping them people poor, man. And if a leader starts bucking up and acting stupid, they get clipped.
And they don't want to let you know the reason why they were able to buy the Louisiana Purchase was because when Haiti kick out the French when they win that war. That's what made America was able to buy the Louisiana Purchase, man. It was known as the Midwest. That's what made America one whole place. Because that belongs to the French. That's why you have the French quarters to the south. But that whole what is known as the Midwest go up to the north. That belongs to France at the time. But because Haiti expelled France, though, America was able to buy that, bro.
Right.
So if anybody's supposed to be able to come to America, it's supposed to be a Levi. Yeah, bro, Haitian. These people tripping. They don't know what time it is.
But let's finish it up, brothers. We gotta close out.
This is Habakkuk 2 in verse 12 in the NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you?"
It's a lot. If you notice, a lot of these, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but these nations that was, had really at the forefront of colonialism in this Western world, like Great Britain and Spain and France, all of them fucked up right now. Judgment on your ass, bitch. That's judgment, man.
Because Burkina,
they in shambles right now.
Burkina Faso,
Going down. Crackers.
And guess who's next? America.
That's gonna fuck up the rest of these Edomites and all these other nations. Because when America goes down, they all go down. Because you need America, all right, to keep your other countries afloat, man. Yep.
you have Burkina Faso, from there expelled France out. You have about 5 other more countries in Africa did the same thing, and now the economy is downturning big time.
Judgment.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 12 NLT, it says, "What sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption?"
Bro, that sounds like America to the T. That's America, bro. That's all America is, man. Money and corruption. And that's all you see. Starting with Donald Trump.
America was in mind when that was written.
That was NLTV hitting. So, is that all?
Hey, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, salutations to the elect. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom. I can't wait to put this on my page.